Next, we are going to learn is about the ordinance making power of the President of India. See, I said that ordinance is nothing but the temporary laws made by the President when the Parliament is not in session. Okay, this whenever the Parliament is not, that either both the houses or at least one of the houses is not in session, the President has the power to make ordinances, that is temporary laws. It is mentioned under Article 1, 2, 3 of the Constitution. See, this article number is asked in a previous year preliminary examinations. So some of the articles, similarly some of the constitutional amendments are important for us from prelims point of view. So please note down this number. Article 1, 2, 3 mentions about the ordinance making power of President of India. Okay. So as I said, when can the President promulgate an ordinances? When when both the houses are not in session, or when at least one of the houses are not in session. Why? Because if a bill has to be passed by the Parliament, both the houses need to pass it. Then only after getting President's assent, the bill will become an act. So when an act or ordinance has to be promulgated, at least either one of the session is not, at least either one of the house is not in session, then the President can promulgate an ordinance. It is mentioned under Article 1, 2, 3 of the Constitution. Fine. That means there are some situations when the Parliament is not in session, but the government need to take some immediate action through laws. Okay. At that time, they go for this ordinance making to meet the immediate requirements. But again, please note down, this ordinance making power of President is subjected to judicial review. Subjected to judicial review. Why means, let's assume. See, sometimes the President may voluntarily prorogue the session. Why? To make some ordinances. So without considering the Parliament, the President can create an ordinances. The President voluntarily proroguing the session. Why? For the purpose of making an ordinances. So that is why the ordinance making power is made subjected to judicial review through 44th Amendment Act of the Constitution. This Amendment Act is also very much important for us from prelims point of view. Okay. See, on what all are the subjects Parliament can make laws. On that subjects, President can promulgate an ordinances. And also ordinance is subjected to same constitutional limitations upon the Parliament. See, Parliament cannot create law whatever it likes. No. Because we know that there is a basic structure. There are some limitations upon the Parliament. See, we have a constitutional form of government. That means we shows that we have only limited government. So based on that limitations imposed upon the Parliament, on that limitations, the President can also promulgate ordinances. Fine. That also please take care. And when the President promulgate an ordinances, that is, he can promulgate ordinance only when the assembly is not, the house is not in session. Okay. And if once President promulgate an ordinances, and when both the houses reassemble, this ordinance has to be tabled in both the houses of the Parliament, and it has to be passed by both the houses within 6 weeks time. Time period is very much important. Sometimes UPSC may ask, it has to be passed within 6 months. No, when a President promulgate an ordinances, and after both the houses reassemble, the ordinance has to be passed by both the houses within 6 weeks time. If within 6 weeks time, the Parliament cannot pass that ordinance, then it ceases to operate. That ordinance ends at that time. Or even before 6 weeks, the Parliament disapproves it. Disapproves the ordinance, then also the ordinance ceases to operate. Also, President itself can withdraw the ordinance anytime. So these things also must be taken care. The time period is not 6 weeks. Within 6 weeks, it has to be passed by both the houses of the Parliament. Otherwise, it ceases to operate. And if Parliament disapproves, then also ceases to operate. And also, President can withdraw the ordinances at any time. Fine. And one core point you must note down is the ordinance cannot be used to amend Constitution. Ordinance not to be used for constitutional amendments. Amendments are not possible through ordinance. That point also you must taken care. The thing is, please note on the number of the article, Article 123. It is subjected to judicial review under through 44th Amendment Act. Then within 6 weeks time, the Parliament has to pass it. This time period, please note down, and is not used to amend the Constitution. Okay, and the ordinance can be retrospective. Retrospective is nothing but it can be operated from a back date. That means, say example, if in 2020 January, say example, an ordinance is promulgated, and it says that some laws made in that ordinances will be operating from 2010 onwards. Likewise, provisions can be made. This is what meant by retrospective. That means this law will be valid from 2010 onwards, from a back date. This is what meant by the term retrospective. So ordinance can also be retrospective. Again, the ordinance can be used to amend or repeal any other laws made by the Parliament. No issues. Already there was a law, and to amend that law or to repeal that law, ordinance can be issued. No issues. Regarding tax laws also, ordinance can be issued. No issues. But ordinance cannot be issued to make a constitutional amendment. So these are all the points you must note down regarding the ordinance making power of the President of India. Fine. And see, this ordinance making power is not a discretionary power, okay? This is not a discretionary power of President. Why? Because the President can promulgate ordinances only on the aid and advice of Council of Ministers. See, the President can promulgate an ordinances only on the aid and advice of Council of Ministers only. And this is not a discretionary power. Please remember that also. Okay.